So my name is Haseebah Ali and I'm a visual artist, printmaker and a workshop facilitator. So I do printmaking, but I also facilitate and co-facilitate workshops, and I also work as an artist as well. I've always been interested in art, like I've always had that creative side, and even in my family, like the women's side of the family, we're all very creative. My grandma sews, my mum sews as well. She used to do a lot of drawing when she was younger, but we never had that opportunity to kind of develop it a bit further. So I was like, I'm gonna be the first one to do it, and there isn't a lot of people that are like, you know, a Muslim hijabi Asian girl that's in the creative industry, so I wanted to like have that exposure for myself. So I did my degree in illustration, and I remember saying to my mum like, yeah, I want to do illustration. She's like, what job are you going to get out of that? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go into graphic design, like there's a lot of money in there. And she's like, cool. And I was like, there's not a lot of money in there, but I'm still going to do it anyway. So I did my degree, and then after that I was a bit stuck, but I joined Gallery 37, Punch Records Gallery 37, and it was like a way for me to kind of get my work out there. And then at the end of that showcase, we did an exhibition, and I was like, mad, like I finished my degree, and in that summer I've had like an exhibition. If I can do that, then I can pretty much do anything if I put my mind to it. So that was the thing that kind of kept me going, and I was like, from that I started talking to different creative people, getting new opportunities, just working a lot, and doing like multiple jobs at the same time. And then I've managed to get to the situation where I am now. So with my journey, after leaving university, I think every graduate feels kind of lost. They're like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I get from place A to place B? Because even in the creative industries, people know each other, or like, oh, my dad knows someone or my mom knows someone. But if you're the first person that's doing it, you don't have those kind of links, and it's way harder. So I just remember being part of Gallery 37. I didn't think I was even going to be part of the showcase, but I managed to be part of it. And when I saw people looking at my artwork and getting it straight away and being like, I want to support you, it encourages you to do more work and be more proactive with it. From that, I applied for a job with the Gap Arts Project. I was like, okay, let me just do it. I knew in the back of my head, I was like, oh, I'm not going to get it, but let me just do it anyway. I didn't get the job, but they still wanted to work with me. And then they paid me for like a shadow artist role. And then from that, that gave me more confidence. They started talking to other people saying, oh, we recommend this Borsal Heath artist. And then from there, that's what kind of got the ball rolling. And it gave me that confidence, because it's like, wow, people are paying me to actually do something. That's mad to me, like you're actually paying me to do some artwork for you. So that means that you actually value me and my work. So I'm gonna carry on with that. I think to get to where I am now, I had to gain a lot of skills. The main thing for me is growing up, I grew up as a shy kid. I didn't like talking to a lot of people, always was like staying in my room and everything. So the biggest thing for me was talking to other people and like getting myself out there, but doing it in a way was like, it was relaxed and it wasn't like too forceful in a way. And then so I worked in retail, and that kind of helped a bit with like speaking to people. But I realized if you're in a room full of people, you have to get noticed. When you're an artist, no one is going to do that for you. No one's going to back your case like that for you unless they know you. And if you're in a room where no one knows you, that isn't going to happen. So I think what helped with me is like getting better at my social skills, talking a bit more, doing big presentations. And I think what the main thing is not being too comfortable, is doing jobs where it kind of makes you feel a bit awkward or a bit uncomfortable, because that's where you're gonna grow like the most. And like, even though there's that fear there, you still wanna do it, like you still wanna be a part of it. You're gonna regret it more if you don't do it than if you like do it. So when I left uni, I was a shadow artist for 1 or 2 sessions for the Gap Arts Project. I think I did a printmaking workshop with them because they knew I did printmaking. After that, I worked with Core Education. There was a lot of, like a big period of just doing free work. So once I left uni for a whole year, I just did free work. Remember at one point, I used to travel to Coventry for 2 weeks to do this exhibition invigilating role. And I was so tired by the end of it because I had another job as well, but I was like, no, like carry on going, carry on going. That was another piece of work that I did. And from that, they kind of knew my name. and they were recommending me to other people as well. So I did core education, the Gap Arts Project, and then after that, I really wanted to do like a solo exhibition with my work because I had loads of work from university, and the Gap actually helped me get a solo exhibition and I didn't have to pay for the space, which is a really, really big thing. Like, I didn't have to pay, and Punch helped with that as well. So I did the solo exhibition, got a bit more exposure from that. And then from there, the ball just kind of ended up rolling. Punch was sending me jobs that like, yo, we think you should do this. So I started doing that. Social media as well, I was posting more work. When I left university as well, I stayed on for another year and did like a residency with them. So I was using their printmaking facilities because it's hard out here without anything like that, without having like the money for that kind of stuff. And then from there, from people knowing me, that's when the recommendations started coming in and I started getting more work. During the pandemic, it was a bit more quiet, but I still managed to get work in there, which I was surprised about. And that led me on to like where I am now. I think the biggest jump is finding out that you're an artist, but then how am I an artist and how do I get into that community? So I think the first thing to do is research, okay, what places are around my area? Do I have any art spaces here? Is there anyone that I can connect with through there? So I knew in Borsal Heath, there's the Gap Arts Project. I walked past that building every single day when I was in college. I think at the beginning, it's kind of being clever with what can I do and what can I use to get me to where I am today? Because, for example, being working class, I don't have a lot of money. I can't exactly get a print studio straight away or anything else like that. So after university, I researched up that there was a residency at the university that I could go to. Google online of what opportunities are in your area as well. Me being an artist, you have to tap into the community that you're near around. So I knew with the Gap Arts Project, that was a building that I could like go to. I walked past that building every single day in college, but I never went inside. I think one of the skills that you have to be an artist is curious, because if you stay curious, that's going to be the thing that keeps you going. So tap into your local community, use the internet as well, and see what you can get from that. When I left university, no one told me anything. They just assumed that you know what you're going to do with yourself. So tap into like internet resources of what you want to do if you're an artist. If there's little art communities around, if there's an artist that you want to go in and just have coffee with them and kind of pick their brain a bit, do that as well. Take those steps forward, even though they seem a bit scary, but you never know what's going to come out of that. Even if you go to a local gallery as well and be like, oh, how did you get your work out there? Or for example, Digbeth First Friday, a lot of newcoming artists go to that too, and it seems a bit scary at first, but if you access these like free resources, you never know what's going to come out of it.